Um, okay, thanks for the brief intermission. Yes, so unfortunately nothing on Nancy. Now, another interesting fact about what happened when I was on the cruise was that apparently some of you thought that I might not know what was going on with Blake Lively while I was amongst the ocean. It's almost like y'all don't know me. Yes, we did hear. Becca and I both heard. We have conversed briefly about it.
Yes.
I'm going to let Becca, our Kim Kardashian legal expert, give us the rundown from the legalese, and then we'll get into the pop culture ease of it all.
Yes. So there were originally 13 charges that had been filed again from Blake against Justin. 10 of those 13 have been dismissed, including the was it sexual assault or sexual
Yeah.
harassment?
Harassment, I think. Yeah, I think harassment.
The only three. So trial is still set for May 18th, and I do believe we're getting a trial.
Oh,
It's
there's no doubt. We
Yeah.
are full guns a
So
blazing. We're
May
going.
18th, the only charges that they will be discussing in trial are the breach of contract, boring, retaliation, that's where it's going to get interesting, and aiding and abetting in retaliation. So, which I assume is Justin like helping his PR team and other
Yeah, the
people.
whole smear campaign. I couldn't think of the
Yes.
word.
So,
Yeah.
listen, and then Blake came out and she was like, really, it was the retaliation that was important to me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I didn't
girl,
really care about the other part.
girl.
I was setting a standard for the industry.
But I'm gonna tell you, she came out with statements, her lawyers, and she is crashing
Videos.
out on Instagram.
She
Just
was
posting story after story after story, and then posting about I'm still a mom and all of this, making my kid girl.
so we've had some funny questions. We've had some frankly offensive questions. And but my favorite questions are surrounding the news that has come out that allegedly part of the evidence that Justin is submitting is Taylor Swift's cookie recipe.
Now I'm gonna need context for this. What?
I'm dying to know too. Listen, those of y'all that have asked, we're here for it too.
I
I
can't
can't
wait
wait.
for this.
The moment they say, now we need to talk about Miss Swift's cookie recipe,
I'm sad.
I will have died.
I'm taking notes. Could you put
I
it
need
up
to know
on the screen
immediately.
for me, sir?
Um, what I can say here is we did have one question, and I'm looking at your name right now. It is Cassidy. Um, she said, "Do you think her cookie recipe becoming public knowledge is the nail in the coffin?"
Oh,
Cassidy,
you know
honey,
what?
I love you. I don't know who you are, but yeah, yes, I actually do think it could be because I think we got to the point where it was like, okay, everybody knows what I said about him. Who really cares? Because that's kind of
Right.
how I am. Whatever. We like a petty moment. But now we got to talk about my cookies. Like,
If her Pop Tart recipe came out,
oh
gloves off.
my. The only thing I can think is the whole alleged meeting that happened at Blake and Ryan's place in Tribeca that Taylor showed up at that was like allegedly pre-planned. And you can tell via the text that yes, it was pre-planned. Woohoo.
Right.
Oh, it doesn't make Taylor a bad person. I'm thinking she brought cookies. And I'm thinking Justin ate the cookies.
I got
And I'm thinking there was some kind of conversation about can we exchange the recipe? And it came via text. Now, why? So I'm thinking that that's going to be his defense saying, like, she wouldn't share her cookie recipe if he was a bad guy.
you know what?
That's all I got.
Point. You've got a point.
That's all I've got,
Here's
folks.
the
That is a defense.
I'm most excited about. I think, and now this comes from zero research of any role he's ever been in.
Clearly, we know nothing that he's done
I
except
don't know
Jane the Virgin,
anything.
and we didn't watch that. So
I believe that he is going to come across very believable to the jury when he takes the stand.
he's gonna
I
cry.
I do think that he's going to have some moment. I don't know that we're going to get real tears, but I do think we're going to see some emotion.
Well, I think we're gonna have
I
tears.
think Blake is going to be so convinced that she's a great actress on the stand that we're going to get Amber Heard level testimony.
Oh
And
my
it's
God,
going
I'm
to be
not ready.
phenomenal. Ryan Reynolds also supposed to be taking the stand.
Okay, here's my other spicy take. I think Ryan's gonna cry too.
100% he's got to sell it. He's got to sell that this just really tormented his wife and it affected her.
And did you see today that now Blake doesn't want the public to know how wealthy they are? Do you
Right?
think we think you're poor?
Right. I don't need to know the exact number to know that
About
you're well off.
that's not going to help you or hurt you, in my opinion. We already knew that.
Yeah.
Like, I just,
Also, the more stuff you're fighting, listen, everybody, it doesn't matter who you pick on a jury, unless you're picking grandma and grandpa, everyone has heard of this trial. And everyone has heard what you're trying to get taken away, what you're trying to get added. Like, calm down.
so again, we have a young man. His name is Paul. Paul is, I mean, I'm not pressing charges or anything, but he's in the inbox a lot about my feelings about Blake. I'm a little concerned that you're so concerned, Paul, about how I feel about it. I also don't think your name is Paul, and I also do think I know who you are. But
Do these people think that, like, our lives actually revolve around what Blake does? And where?
the thing, y'all, I still think Blake is gorgeous. I think she is a stunning
Sure.
woman.
Yeah.
Do I think she's a buffoon? Yes. Did she
Do I
drop the bag on
pure black? Yes.
did she drop the ball on the friendship that we would die for?
Right?
Yes.
Listen,
But
that's on her to live with.
I do have to just stop Hollywood or the press just 1 second. Those of you who think that this has destroyed the rest of Ryan Reynolds' career have lost your flippin' minds. I'll tell you this right now. Blake's going to work again too. Be ready, folks. It's going to happen.
I think the general public that's just not in on the Blake thing don't even really remember that he's married to her.
Here's the thing. What has Blake been in that anyone cared about?
Yeah.
She's going to be in those same movies. Gossip Girl was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, again, Paul, yes. I do know who you are. I mean, cool. But yeah, Blake's gonna work again. It'll be the same B-level, C-level movie she's always been in. She's gonna be gorgeous the rest of her life. I mean, she just is gorgeous.
The thing, the trial is purely for entertainment purposes only. At the
Clear.
end of it, no matter what the verdict is, no one cares. You
No.
both have already lost.
Yeah. Well, and at the end of the day, like, he was never gonna be in anything more than a B or C-level movie either.
Right.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what we thought was gonna happen.
Indie World is calling his name. Like, that's where he's
Yeah.
gonna land.
So yeah, I think everybody just needs to simmer down right now. But May 18th,
All the demands that Blake makes, we're all like, yeah, listen, whatever Justin did, I get it now. He was exhausted by you.
I mean, yeah. And I did see today where, or maybe I saw it yesterday, where not Blake, I'm sorry, Justin is trying to block Colleen Hoover and Jenny Slate's testimonies. I feel like that's a bad look for him. I think just let it all rip.
Right,
Because
let it
Jenny
out.
and Colleen both apparently, for sure, Jenny's
Deposition.
deposition was very negative for Justin, and I think Colleen's was too. Let it rip, bro. Because you blocking it makes you look even more guilty.
I guess his thought is probably more on like, right now we can fight this, and then once the jury's there, they'll never know it existed.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, let's get to it.
Yeah,
Let's hop to it. I'm ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
May 18th.
May 18th, we may get the Taylor Swift cookie recipe.
Get your cards ready.
Just so y'all know, though, it's already on Twitter, and it has been since 1989 original came out. What y'all would know, it was actually something she handed out at the secret session.
Oh, that's funny. Well, there
But
you go, folks.
go ahead. But speaking of Taylor,
Yeah,
went out on the town with Ashley Newton.
looking gorgeous.
Long
Absolutely.
white silk skirt.
Listen, it was a very bridal era look, and we love
Very much
that.
one.
We love that.
And Ashley was playing the vibe like she always does.
Yeah,
I don't think that woman's ever had a hair out of place. Do you follow her on Instagram?
I don't.
She goes to Pilates a lot. And
That's what makes them look the way they look. Just
I've been wanting
fantastic.
to try Pilates too, by the way, but we haven't gotten there yet. But
I did Pilates in college, and I loved it.
Well, I've got a lot of questions. Don't derail me like that.
Okay.
Put a pin in that. We'll need to text about that later. But her hair doesn't move when she's in Pilates. Did yours move?
Well, listen, mine was thrown up in a messy bun because I was hot and sweaty.
Yeah.
I would venture to, yes, she's probably got quite a bit of product in there. And just in general, her posture is phenomenal. So I
I
just
mean,
don't think that she moves her head much. You know what I
she's
mean?
she's very pointy. Everything on her is pointy. Like her shoulder blades are pointy. She's gorgeous, but yeah. But so they went to dinner,
Yeah. Look,
which thank you. We do appreciate you doing that
we
for us all.
appreciate a pop moment.
And we got to see our boy Trav at the Masters.
We did.
Now, were you surprised?
I was surprised that we got a picture of it. I was not surprised that well, yeah, I
We're not
just,
supposed to have our cameras at Augusta, folks.
well,
Like, I don't
you
know.
can have them up until Thursday. So you can have them at the practice rounds and you can have them at the par three. But then Thursday, when the actual tournament starts, you cannot have them. So
Oh,
did somebody sneak that picture or was he there like on the par three day when his brother was there? Was my
well,
thought.
we have some late breaking news on Instagram. And I didn't even mean to pull it up. I don't really know what's happening, but Taylor is out right now in New York City. Send this over to you. She is at a major hotel. Is all it's saying. Don't know really what we're doing, but anyway, it's always major saga. Anyway, we got to see Trav, looking very Trav-like, and Coachella started this weekend. Now,
It did.
listen. No, I mean, it took my breath away, obviously, but we say every year that we don't understand the vibe.
I don't get it.
This year more than ever. The outfits this year were less fabric than I think I have ever seen.
Okay, so here's my question. You're going to Coachella. What do you wear?
Listen, I mean, I'm going to wear my cowboy boots because that feels applicable. And you know, I love my cowboy boots. But I'm going to have on more than a bandana as a full outfit.
I'm confused as to which way to go because on the one hand, there are some people that are in so many different layers and trying to pull off the hippie look, but I'm like, it's outside and it's hot. So all that
Mm-mm.
stuff's sticking to you. But then you've got the other people that are in like nothing. And I'm like, it's outside
Nothing.
and it's hot, so you're sweaty, and now I have to smell all your body odor. So
Listen,
I don't know. I don't know.
did you see Chicken Fry? I don't think she
No,
had a solid yard of fabric on.
probably not.
Anywhere, her and Alex Earl both. Now listen, I don't look like either one of them, so that may play into it, but I still think I would have a little too.
If I did look like them, I'm afraid like something's gonna fall out, somebody's hand's gonna swing in the wrong direction. Like it's just
You know, this look I actually really appreciated was actually Kendall Jenner. You know, she threw on a New York Yankees hat and a white tank top and some white shorts.
listen,
I
go for
swear
it,
I'd
girl.
spill something, but I mean, I was like, okay, I could do this. Now, did you see Kim K and Lewis Hamilton
I did.
in their full drapery? We know who y'all are. What are we?
Right.
You were hot for no reason.
No reason.
We
But
all knew it was
also,
y'all.
Kim's there with a boyfriend, and your daughter's just gallivanting around. She's
Did
too
you
young
see?
for that.
Oh my gosh, she's only 12. And
A
yeah,
lot of parenting questions about that decision.
well, the blue hair alone was, I mean,
I
it's
mean,
a lot.
she dresses. Listen,
It, listen, I don't know. I did not tune in to YouTube at all this weekend, but I will say I feel like because of TikTok, I did see quite a bit of Mr. Bieber.
it's like he put no effort into that.
I mean, okay. Like, here's the thing. This is what I was telling Aaron about this. Justin Bieber can sing. He has a lovely voice.
Yeah,
And when he dances, he's like Justin Timberlake. I mean, he can dance, you know?
right,
Sometimes it's hard to see the dance because his pants are so baggy, but
right.
you know. Um, but now he's in this era of like it's just gonna be me and my laptop on a stage, and I'm probably gonna cry and talk about my feelings a lot, and I'm gonna really love bomb Haley at some point, and then that's pretty much it.
It's just too weird. If a girl got up there and did the exact same thing, it would have been
Oh,
all over the media.
$10 million for that.
Listen, get your money, Justin. Well done.
All I'm saying is when the Beebs left Scooter, he started making money that makes no sense.
Yeah. So you're going to Coachella in your cowboy boots. If you can only listen to one set from an artist, who are you going to?
With this year's group,
Yes.
oh, Sabrina for sure.
Okay. That's a good one. She looked like she did a good job.
You know, he bashed her. Well, so people don't know if it's really him bashing her or Taylor, saying like, I didn't really need 10 outfit changes and all this choreography. Okay, cool.
But you did, sir. You actually did.
Honestly, I wouldn't have mind hearing Bieber. But like if I could only pick, I'd go see Sabrina for the entertainment. Who would you see?
I think I would have gone to Teddy Swims.
Okay, now Teddy brought out some people.
He did. He brought out Vanessa Carlton. That was the one I saw.
He also brought out Joe Jonas.
That's right. Listen.
Joe Jonas is having a moment. He bless you. It is the moment of Joe Jonas. He and his new girlfriend Tati, I think is her name. Something like that. She's stunning. Yeah, I'm kind of here for the Joe Jonas moment. I need him to switch out his sunglasses, but other than that, yeah, he came out. Vanessa Carlton. Yeah, Teddy Swims would have been a good one. I was unfamiliar with a lot of the other names, so I probably wouldn't have wasted time on them at all. Now, Taylor and Travis did not make it this year. Now, there are all kinds of rumors. First of all, those of y'all that believe that Selena Gomez and her assistant were backstage during the Justin Bieber set, y'all really need to touch grass. Like,
What are you doing? You
guys, so stupid. Let it go. She was not there. She did not get thrown out. Y'all are all stupid.
Insane.
I saw the rumors that Taylor and Olivia Rodrigo were backstage or side stage for Sabrina. Here's the thing. We got to calm down. I know everybody's excited because Olivia and Taylor talked recently. There is no universe in which Taylor can get somewhere in the middle of the desert with 8 zillion people and not be seen. I don't care how many umbrellas you have. It's not possible.
Because her bodyguards are just as noticeable as she is.
And what y'all are forgetting is, yes, Taylor and Olivia spoke recently, but Sabrina and Olivia haven't spoken, and they probably still hate each other for their own reasons. So that was just
a weekend, guys.
No. But I do have to ask you, do you think Taylor and Travis will be there this coming weekend for Sabrina's set?
I mean, I think it's possible. They've gone before to Coachella. Yeah. I think it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah. I mean, I'll check the internet to see if they're there. But
we'll watch to see.
Speaking of other people who were also at Coachella, Katy Perry was there with Justin Trudeau.
Listen, don't you sometimes forget that he was a prime minister?
Well, it's easy too when he's wearing blue jeans and a backwards hat and a white t-shirt.
It looked like he was at a frat party.
And do you love everyone on social media that's like, oh, I'm sorry, he's drinking out of a plastic red Solo cup when he banned plastic cups in Canada?
Listen, mister, we can't have single-use plastic. And then
you have 2
containers.
I love it.
Good.
They do seem to be having a lovely time together, though.
Listen, maybe they're just the perfect match. It's a weird one, and we don't get it, but...
I mean...
He's never struck me as being all there in the head, and she's kind of just like a free spirit out there loopy, so...
Well, she found herself in the media this weekend.
She did.
And not in a great way. And she's come out and commented on it. So it's the only reason we're going to talk about it, because otherwise it would have been speculative. Ruby Rose. Now, if you're not familiar with Ruby, I don't technically know what her IMDb even says. Model? I don't know. She was sort of an actress. Anyway, she was sort of somebody at one point. She used to actually be one of Taylor's people.
Yeah.
But she has made some very horrendous claims about Katy, but apparently this is not the first time. She has said
claims about several celebrities that never amounted to any actual evidence or proof.
Yeah, so this time she has made some claims about Katy. We're not going to get into them because they're definitely grotesque and things we don't talk about on this podcast. Katy came out today and was real pissed. I would not be shocked if we don't get a cease and a desist.
So Ruby came out and made some essay claims against Katy Perry. but they were from 20 years ago.
Yes.
So it seems, listen, I understand some people like have trauma from things. I get it. I don't think that's what this is. But as soon as I saw something and they were like, Ruby's made several claims against several celebrities about similar things and nothing's ever, had proof,
Yeah.
or I'm like, not a great look, ma'am.
I was glad Katie addressed it though and didn't just kind of
Right.
like let
Didn't
it
let it
slide.
ride.
I know a lot of times people do kind of just let things go. Which I get that notion too. Apologies, y'all. I'm making dinner here. By making dinner, I'm warming up fries and chicken nuggets.
Sounds like
Uh,
cooking.
yep. But I was glad Katie said something because like, don't speak on my name is kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
And apparently that's how Katie felt as well.
Yeah.
No. Now, speaking of don't speak on my name, are you in tune to the Alex Earl, Alex Cooper drama?
I knew there was drama when Alex Earl and Alex Cooper like parted ways years ago from
Right.
like their podcast and all that stuff. Um, and I knew Alex Earl had come out and was like, I'm not going to speak on it way back when this happened. And
Right.
it had kind of died, but apparently she's been reposting and liking things that are kind of throwing shade at Alex.
Yeah.
Cooper.
Hey, boys, dinner. Welcome to the professionalism of this podcast. I don't think they heard me either. Hold on one second. I'm gonna mute you guys. Okay. Anyway, so Alex Earl. Let's give the Laura explanation of these people. Alex Earl is an influencer. She used to date NFL player Braxton Berrios. She's been rumored to be with Tom Brady and everybody else and their dog. She's a beautiful girl from New Jersey. Alex Cooper used to be a part of Barstool Sports. She started her own network called the Unwell Network. She has a podcast called Call Her Daddy. It's very popular. Everyone goes on it. And yeah, Alex Earl had a podcast on Unwell. And then all of a sudden she didn't. And we never knew why or anything really. Well, I know nothing about why they hate each other. I just assumed it was, this is still gone wrong as usual.
There was an NDA, but that's apparently
But
not
according to that, yeah. So Alex Cooper finally came out this weekend and was like, which I gotta say, I actually really liked.
I do too. Get it, girl.
I'm usually on the fence about Alex Cooper, but I love this. She was like, hey, if you have something to say it, because I have nothing to be scared of. And that's when I was like,
if there's truly no drama there and there's no NDA, I'm sure she's tired of this still being a narrative in the background. Like, just come out.
there's no way Alex Cooper is too savvy to have done that if there was something there.
Yep.
She's far too savvy. I'm telling you right now.
The thing that Alex Cooper cares about is Alex Cooper.
And her money, and she's got a lot of it.
Yep.
Alex Earl is not savvy. Her dad is her agent, and he's a New Jersey quack. Whatever. I did see on Dave Portnoy's Twitter today, he's got a new segment on his little Twitter called Tea by the Sea.
Listen, he crashes out too much. I just can't keep up with it.
Yeah, it happened to come across my feed today, so I watched it, and he told what he knows of the story.
Oh.
And apparently, so Alex Cooper's publicist was Kate Bailey. At some point, there was a Carl's Jr. commercial.
Okay, I do remember Alex Earl doing one.
Well, apparently Alex Cooper wanted that commercial.
Oh.
And around the time that Alex Earl went to work for Unwell, she also hired Kate Bailey as her publicist as well. Kate landed the job for Alex Earl and not Alex Cooper. And so to Dave's knowledge from Alex Cooper, that's what went wrong. That's kind of where the beef got into it, and it kind of spiraled from there. So I don't know. And he also said that's what Chicken Fry said has happened too. So I do think it's something like Nothing Burger-esque like that. And Alex Earl just looks like the buffoon that she is.
I do think Alex Earl will come out and make some kind of TikTok about
she's going to make some kind of kerfuffle. Something will happen.
I haven't seen it today, but I haven't been checking for
I
it.
haven't seen it either.
But I'm sure we'll get something.
There'll be something. She'll do something as a rebuttal.
And it won't be detailed. She's not going to sit there and do like a 20-part series.
No. But Dave did say on his Twitter today when he told the T, he said, he was like, I mean, I kind of agree with Alex Cooper. Alex Earl should just say what happened. If something so nefarious happened, she should just say it. But then he said, honestly, Alex Cooper, if it really is nothing, say what happened.
That's one thing with Alex Cooper. I was like, why don't you give us some details then? But then I also wondered, does Alex Earl think she's under an NDA? Like, does she think she's signed?
She may be dumb enough to. She may have just found out today with the general public when Alex Cooper posted that she's actually not. So I guess we'll see. Outside of that, though, I don't know that I have any other entertainment news.
Oh, well, we do have a one Miss Britney Spears.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, I forgot. Yes.
She has
Well,
checked herself into rehab.
thoughts and prayers. Substance abuse this time, not drinking.
Right. Which good for her. Maybe this will be the thing that she needs.
It could be. Okay, sure.
I do think it's interesting that she's checked herself in. Again, we don't know who's actually around her. It doesn't sound like anyone's forcing her to go do this. So I hope that it's what she needs to like get all this together.
I mean, listen, substances cannot be helping what's happening in her brain, but I mean, we need a lot more than rehab.
Yeah.
I do wonder if this is going to end her back up in some kind of situationship, conservator style. I don't know, but honestly, unless it was an attorney, I don't know who would the conservator be anymore. Because, I mean, maybe her children.
Her boys are around her right now. Listen.
So I read something today that was like, odd timing that the boys, once they're finally old enough, their dad's no longer getting child support. Now they're suddenly back in her life. And I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even think of that. It made me mad at them now because I was really happy.
Nope, they were off in Hawaii with Kevin. And then
Yep.
as soon as those child support payments stopped and he owes money to all these credit card companies, they flipped back and I don't know if they're living with her or what, but
I don't know.
it's
It
not a
makes
good look. And I'm
telling
sure
you.
she so desperately wants a relationship with him, which I get
Oh,
that
yeah.
she just is not going to see that. And that's sad.
No. I don't know that she can see much of anything, to be honest. I mean,
Oh,
she just really is, unfortunately, very needs a lot of help. And I hope this is the step in the right direction.
yeah.
Every time her name pops up on the internet, I get worried. Um,
You just never know what it's going to say.
yeah.
But that's it for entertainment.
Well, in exciting women's news, we had the women's Final Four,
We
and
did.
speaking of
There was
buffoons,
some drama.
South Carolina played UConn. Gamecocks won 54-51.
Yep.
Yay. At the end of the game, though, Gino, the UConn coach, I mean, a plum full against Dawn Staley. I would have been scared she would have jumped me.
Right? Listen, there's people you can act a fool against. Dawn Staley, not the one. She's not the
Okay, if
one.
that had been Kim Mulkey, he'd got decked.
He'd have swung on him so fast.
Oh, it would have been so good, though. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, you know I can't stand
Sequins
him.
and feathers would have been flying.
Flying amok, and I can't stand him. I would have loved every minute.
Yeah.
He claims that pregame she spoke to his staff but did not speak to her.
So apparently they did shake hands like when the teams were out there warming up and stuff, but I guess like right before the game starts, then you go back in front of that like table that's in the middle of the two teams and you shake hands again.
The scorer's table.
Yes, there we go.
It's fine.
And apparently, like, she never came, he was standing there and she never came over to shake her. But, sir, she's with her team. She's trying to prep them for a game, which you should have been doing.
So let me ask this though, Gino, because I can't stand him anyway. If you had won the game, would you have still made a kerfluffle?
Right.
Or did you make the kerfluffle because you lost?
But, like, you're a grown man. If she didn't shake your hand,
But
she
an old man at that.
yeah.
Like he's not even just a
Send her
man.
text later and tell her that you're ticked.
Or even just if you want to be an idiot, say something in your press conference.
Yeah. But like that wasn't the moment. And then you made this whole thing about you instead of the team that won. And then Dawn's having to answer questions about that instead of her team. And like it just, your apology sucked. And I'm sure they've apologized to each other and they're fine. Whatever. But
You know
like,
she still hates him.
I'm gonna tell you, all those women basketball players that are commentators and stuff, they weren't giving him a free pass for nothing.
No, and I wondered if you saw this. Everybody was coming out against him, which I was loving. The only person who would not fully say that she was coming out against him, Diana Taurasi.
Of course.
Of course. You know, she played at UConn, but she basically was just like, Gino was just being Gino. No, he was being a jackass. Yeah, like,
No.
she's, ugh. Anyway. They're two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
UCLA beat Texas 51-44.
I'll tell you, Texas looked like my highlights.
Listen, they scored 6 points in the first quarter. 6.
I'm gonna tell you, when they were shooting, I was like, that looks like when I'm trying to shoot a basket.
That was 3 baskets. 3 baskets in a whole quarter.
It's not good.
12 minutes.
They just did not look like a college team out there. And then I was like, how did you get to the Final Four? I don't understand this.
I was stunned because they had been all season had been so good. I really don't know what happened.
They crashed out hard.
Yeah, it was a bummer. And then in the championship game, UCLA won. They demolished UCLA or South Carolina, which actually did shock me.
I was surprised by that.
And they set a record too, beat them by 28, which has never been done. I was stunned because really there's only like one good player on UCLA, Lauren Betts, who's super tall. And it's Dawn Staley. Like, the whole thing, I blame Gino. I think this was his fault.
Well, and then I was like, did they not go as hard because they were like, it's UCLA, we got this? But I just don't feel like that's Dawn's style. I feel like she would have prepped forever.
Yeah, something was really off. But yeah, I was really sad, honestly, to see it. I mean, props to UCLA. Congrats, whatever.
Yeah.
I think
Lauren Dawn in her press conference afterwards where she was like, they were the better team. Like they did. I'm like, that's the way to be a loser. That's the way to lose a game with class.
Yeah, I think Lauren Betts from UCLA will go really high in the draft already, but I think that may have even helped her get that 1 or 2 spot in the draft, which I actually think, is that today? Oh, I don't know. I may have made that up, but for some reason I do feel like it's this week. Maybe I'm wrong though.
Yeah, it's today, April 13th. It's at 6:00. It's right now.
Well, Lord knows, she may have already been picked. I don't know. Congrats. We don't even know.
Yeah.
You know. And then in the men's side, UConn again played Illinois, which, to be honest, is super confusing. I feel like this was like Indiana in football. Like, what are we doing?
It didn't make sense.
They won 71-62, and then Arizona was. Oh, I see that I really got the score inaccurate.
Yeah, you did. That was an impressive game.
Whoa. Arizona was the favorite, but they lost to Michigan, according to our notes, 73 to 991 points. I don't know. That was supposed to be 91, I think, maybe. But I just want to point out something because we never actually can win anything. Arkansas only lost to Arizona. So we almost ended up in the Final Four.
Well, that's impressive.
So we got to take what we but then Michigan played UConn for the national championship and won 69-63 with a 3-pointer. Like,
I was cheering for Michigan so hard.
Oh, really?
Oh, I cannot.
I hate both teams. I hate Bobby Hurley.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate Bobby Hurley. He's awful.
Some of the I really liked, but I was like, sorry, coach sucks. And
this game I was like so not interested. I didn't even look at it. But then in other basketball news, there's been a lot of WNBA trades and deals. Now, congrats to the WNBA because now, and I don't know the verbiage and the words and all that, but now they are able to make more money, essentially.
Good for you guys.
And so they can sign like $1 million contracts now. And when I say million, I mean a single million. I don't mean
we're still not NBA, which is fine. I understand that you're not bringing in NBA.
No, but we're getting closer. But Angel Reese got traded to Atlanta, and it never has a city felt more right for Angel Reese than Atlanta.
I'm like, that just seems like it fits.
Right. Yeah. I don't know anything about the Atlanta women's team. Couldn't care less. Hope they're terrible. But my girl Kelce Plum.
Yeah.
She got $999,000. You know why she wouldn't go to $1 million?
Why?
Two reasons. Number one, because she wanted to leave money for the team to get some weapons.
Oh,
Also, she
$1,000.
lives in she lives in California now. If you make $1 million, you lose more in taxes.
Okay, Kelsey, listen.
That girl's smart.
There you
Yes.
go. I
I
love
was super pumped about that. Also, have you
love that
noticed
that's literally the sole reason. But then she was like, I also wanted to leave money on the table. A thousand
she no,
dollars.
she literally took $999,999, literally $1 short of the million. I was like, she's not only brilliant but petty, and that's my favorite
Listen, we're
combination.
here for it. We're here for
Um,
it.
have you also seen the real life version of In Love and Basketball that we're living through with Asia Wilson and
Listen, are they
Bam?
not the cutest? I just love them so
Mercy.
much.
They are the best. I saw where she has said that she doesn't care how little she has to take, she will not leave Vegas.
I
Um, Probably feeling that way because she's with Bam and he's making lots of money, so it really doesn't
she's
matter when. Yeah.
listen.
But I like that because I like the aces.
Yes.
So that's exciting news for the WNBA. A lot of trades, a lot of people signing their deals. Sophie Cunningham, you alarmed me while I was on my trip and confused me, made me think she quit basketball.
We
But
all thought everybody was
well, she ended up signing a 1-year deal with the Fever because she wanted to stay with the Fever.
yeah.
Um,
But she's also going to be an analyst for some of the games. And so I don't understand how that works if you're still an active player.
oh, she does still get to do that?
I think I assume she signed a contract.
Well, I don't know. That feels weird now. But yeah, so lots of news in WNBA. Their season will kick off in about a month. They have a very short window from the draft to the actual season starting, unlike the men.
Yeah.
So they start pretty much next month. And then in the greatest event of all of sporting events, our favorite event ever, the Masters, happened this
We
weekend.
love the Masters.
Listen, we would do anything.
And
I would do illegal things. Becca probably wouldn't,
no.
but I would to go to the Masters.
Listen, I have thoughts on the whole ticketing process, but we'll talk about
The
it.
fact that we never get picked is my number one feeling.
Listen, but most people don't, and I don't love that. I feel like they're intentionally giving tickets to like brands to get influencers there the first couple of days, and I don't love it. The whole reason we love the Masters is it's old school.
It's funny. I need to message this girl I went to high school with. I saw they took their son. I need to message her. Now, she's got a lot of money, but still, she's not connected to anything.
Yeah.
But I wonder how she got it. The Malzahns went, but I mean, I know how they got it. But anyway, also somebody that went that instead of us was Meredith Scheffler, 12 days after she had a baby.
After. And she looked amazing.
Listen, here's the thing. Like, I didn't go anywhere for 12 days,
No.
let alone the Masters.
Yeah. My feet were still so swollen. I was probably sitting on a couch with my feet up to the heavens.
And I mean, kind of a ballsy move to have your baby out there. I mean, I'm not judging you. I saw there were people judging them. They kept that baby away from
I was gonna
other
say
humans.
she kept it. She was baby wearing, so the baby was right there,
Yeah.
and she was literally only out there for like the par three. She's not around all the people, and then I
No.
guarantee you, she hightailed it back to their house that they were staying in.
But Jason Kelce commented on the par 3 day. What did you think about his performance? Yeah, that look is what I was thinking too.
Here's the thing. Jason Kelce, like doing those fun type things, like that's his lane. I don't love it for the Masters. Same thing. I love Pat McAfee. I would despise it if he was at the Masters. Like that's just not, that's the event that you need all the old people that are doing the commentating, that are talking about it. Like that is just one of those traditions that we don't bring
Any other.
unlike any other. You don't bring influencers into, you don't change it. Like the whole point is to have the tradition and to have people in the moment. And so I don't love all of these influencers that are doing merch hauls. Listen, Masters, whoever has the power next year, we have a limit. You can only buy 10 things. That's it.
Also, like the new hats that are neon colored, say like egg salad and stuff, that's like not the vibe.
Listen, if you go to the Masters and you buy a hat that says pimento, your ticket's revoked. We're
Yeah,
done.
we would act better if they would let us come.
Right? And there's so many of those influencers that I saw that went there that don't even know the game of golf. They don't know the main people. You're just there just to be there. And it wasn't my favorite look of the weekend.
Sorry, we've got a kerfluffle. Please hold.
She's having a kerfuffle. I'll talk to the people. Also, the merch, the prices are insane.
But the food is cheap. You can still get your egg salad sandwich for like $2.
50, but yet
Yeah.
we're paying like 80 something dollars for a polo, 100 something dollars for, like, I don't. But here's the thing, like, people are dropping thousands upon thousands of dollars at the merch thing, and you're getting hats that say pimento cheese. It's just not, I don't love it.
It's fine. I don't. No, 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 no. I'm sorry, y'all. Today is really a crap show for me. Apparently the nuggets and fries we made were not a fave, so we're gonna have to order some food.
Cereal.
About to lose my mind. Okay. Gracie Clark got engaged.
Telling you.
And she got engaged. I didn't realize it was Trent Green's son.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize we had the connection.
Years. Yes. And I did see where everybody online was like, "Ugh, she was in a white dress. She already knew it was coming. This was not a surprise." You guys, they were all on vacation together in Mexico, which is clearly their favorite place to vacation because they're there
Which is weird because they are like real money there.
And
Oh, I'm sure they do.
it's
But they have like real money. Why are you only in Mexico?
that's probably why they have real money because they don't spend it all.
That's probably
But
a
so,
little pain in that dig, but okay. It's okay.
but so apparently their families were there celebrating Easter, vacationing together. He had told her he was going to go putt-putt with the guys while the women were getting ready for the dinner reservation. And so he had asked her, like, "Hey, can you pick out my outfit of what you want me to wear to dinner?" And because she had already picked out her dress. So when she was on the golf cart driving to where they were, she thought they were driving to dinner to meet all of the guys that had been putt-putting, waiting for them to get ready. So, like,
Okay.
I'm sure that they've talked about it as a couple and she knew it was coming, but I wouldn't say that like she knew she was getting ready to go get engaged. Do you know what I mean?
See, I think we had different feelings because I feel, and then you called me out and made me feel guilty in the same sentence because
Oh no.
I said, well, isn't this sort of sudden? And you were like, well, I don't really feel like I can judge because Doug and I only did. And then I was like, oh, well, Aaron and I actually only. And then I realized, like, I'm just an old person, apparently.
Dating for like a year and they've known each
But
other.
remember, she was with that other guy so publicly that I think that's what threw me.
Yeah, I think that was more of probably like she was just trying to get like her juju going or something. Like maybe she had been out of it for a while. But
Yeah.
like if you've known this guy for 18 years, and apparently over those 18 years, they were kind of like trying to get together, but it was just never the right time or anything. So clearly there had been something there for all those years. But apparently the person that designed her engagement ring with Trent also designed Gracie's mom's engagement ring for Clark. So that's like a sweet little connection. And then there's two emeralds, one on each side of her engagement ring for Green, her new last name, or what will be her new last name.
That's almost too sweet.
I love it so much.
Like,
Like
very
that's what
you.
tells me he knew exactly what would mean something to her.
I mean, yeah, but also breaking news, Ozzy Fudd just got drafted #1 pick for the WNBA for the
I don't know
Wings.
who that is, but congratulations.
That's Paige Brucker's girlfriend. She goes to
Okay.
she goes to UConn. So, whatever.
You.
Um,
But anyway, I can't wait to see that wedding. That's going to be like the royal wedding.
oh, I was about to say, Clark's about to be dropping a whole lot of money.
Just think of like the dinner parties that they have that they post about on Instagram and how over the top elaborate they are because her mother, listen, if she can do nothing else in life, that woman can throw a party.
Do you think that Tavia is going to throw a bridal shower for Taylor or has?
Oh, I'm sure.
Like with all the wags?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's something.
Man, what I wouldn't give for those pictures, because it was too much.
Stunning.
Well, in other Chiefs news, something we were super thrilled to see, Jawan Taylor. First of all, we're just still thrilled you're gone, sir, but congratulations, the Falcons are going to pay you $55 million to be terrible.
Good for you. Listen,
Hey,
better than me.
I wonder if his agent is the same as Kirk Cousins.
It has to be.
It's got to be something.
Listen, when I saw somebody post online that the only person that should be negotiating with Iran right now is Kirk Cousins' agent, I lost it. Because I thought, you know what? He's the only person that should be negotiating anything.
That is epic. Like, I mean, crazy. But we do have the NFL draft next week in Pittsburgh.
Yes,
We're super excited.
Yes.
Still got a little time for some like last minute trades. All the big wigs keep saying there is a big one that's supposedly still going to happen before the draft.
I said that last year and literally nothing happened.
I think if anything is going to happen, it's going to be AJ Brown, which we already know is going to happen, or we feel like it's going to happen. So
it's not going to be a shocker. Listen, unless you're literally trading Patrick Mahomes, nothing is surprising anyone.
You to calm down. Don't even speak like that.
Just saying, like, that's something that's not going to happen. No. So stop trying to make this a huge deal. Now, I did see for the draft that they are changing it this year from 10 minutes to make your pick to 8 minutes.
Yes, which I was super thrilled about. Now, you know that I do this on our fantasy football draft. I shorten the time. I only give you guys a minute.
No, you gave us like 30 seconds last year, and it stressed me the crap out.
Okay, so I'm going to go for a minute this year, but it's because, like, if you don't know, you're not ready.
Listen, when I have my list of people and then everybody starts taking them, because what did we have? 18 bajillion people?
That was 2 years ago. This year,
it felt like last year. I'm clearly not over it.
So there's still some hostility. But
I do appreciate
I was glad to see that because it does take forever. And then we always have like the ceremonial person that's going to make the pick. So we got to hear their whole life story and then we get the pick.
Well, and also it's not like how when we draft for fantasy football where everybody constantly gets a turn. Like some teams don't have as many picks. Some teams have a whole bunch. Like,
well, and then we get those last minute trades and I'm going to trade up and I'm going to do this and we do that. I'm super pumped. The Chiefs have a lot of picks. We can make some trades. We can pick up some good people. I did see a rumor that we brought in Jalen Daniels for a visit, the quarterback from KU, and I just need to know why.
Maybe they just wanted to say, maybe they know his family.
I don't know, but I was like, oh, Lord.
Here's what I want for the NFL draft. I want us to draw numbers out of a hat.
Oh, and it not be based on your record?
Yes. Because can you imagine the best?
That's what the NBA does.
Yes. But you're the best player in college and you go to the worst team in the NFL, which you're not getting developed at all.
None. You're kind of a sacrificial lamb at that point. You might as well call it a day. Like
Fernando Mendoza might have a chance because of Tom Brady's involvement with the Raiders.
Well, but I've seen rumors that he may sell his part of the Raiders.
I have too, but I do still think that like you're still going to get Tom Brady help.
Well, I mean, you got Kirk Cousins now.
Listen, I think at the most they're going to have Bible study together. I don't know how much he's going to
listen. May the Lord be blessed.
I also think the draft is going to be interesting because, like, Fernando's already said he's not going to be at the draft. He wants to celebrate this with his family. I love that.
I was going to say, I actually liked that he did that, and that felt very on brand for him. I hope the NFL doesn't change him.
Yeah. I just feel like if you're at the draft, that's so much pressure. The cameras are constantly on you, and I don't feel like you or your family really get to soak in and enjoy that moment.
Yeah, and you're like worried about how you look, and you got to like answer questions. And he's already a weirdo in interviews. We don't need that.
Right. Just stay home with your friends. We're good.
But speaking of weirdos in the NFL, Puka Nacua.
God.
Things are not going well for Puka this offseason.
Just hit his head a lot last year, and we're dealing with the repercussions of that.
So he went to rehab, but not for long.
Days. He stayed 5 days.
Came out. He looks completely different.
He doesn't look the same guy.
No.
Like, see his hair. He's never figured out a good haircut for him, but his face didn't even look the same.
No, and he has a good hairline. I'm confused why he doesn't buzz his hair.
Right, or get it like a barber. I feel like he goes to Supercuts. Do you know what I mean?
It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah. Or maybe his mom's still cutting his hair. I don't know, but it's not.
Yeah, maybe one of the 15 bazillion influencers he's dating this summer could help him.
like, I know we gave a lot of crap for his baby mama who, like, went ahead
Yeah,
and filed all that paperwork and stuff.
yeah.
Listen,
But
I
again,
think she knew a lot. I think
I
she
think
knew a
he was
lot.
like, y'all don't know what we dealing with here. So
He was like, he has to sign off on paternity because he's not going to remember that he is the father.
that he was, yeah, the father. Okay, we got to talk about something, and we have actually not spoken about this,
Not really.
which is weird. Um, we're big Vrabel fans,
Love him.
but apparently, allegedly,
Don't love him right now.
potentially, Diana Rossini might also love him,
Yeah.
maybe in a different way than we do, potentially. I'm gonna say it doesn't look good, guys. I mean,
Some photos come out over the weekend of he and Diana at a couples resort in Sedona, Arizona, which apparently is 2 hours away from wherever he was supposed to be at the
mhm.
time.
She was supposed to be on a girls' trip.
Yeah. Okay. They've come out since and made statements of like, we were with 6 other friends. First off, 6? Why did you give us that detail? That feels made up.
And it's also like also very coupled, like free
Listen,
couples.
to their hands, which you only do with someone that you're with. You're laying in the pool with her. You're very close to her, and there are no friends around to be seen.
Yeah, and it wasn't just one picture either. We had
No.
the holding hands pictures, we had hugging pictures, like
So we also know that they had breakfast together, they were together in the afternoon, and then they had dinner together. I do believe that all of the speculation of this being photos from a PI holds some merit because a PI is going to follow you all day.
yeah.
A person that's staying at that resort is $1,800 to $3,000 a night. Those people are not concerned about you. They're not taking those pictures and selling it to TMZ.
No. They probably yeah. They're
That's
probably
a
more famous
PI
than
that's
you.
been following you.
Well, it's apparently not the first time she's been accused or speculated about. Which it's tough because females in that industry, if I am one of the ones that's doing it right, I'm mad at people like her if they're doing it wrong because it's already hard. Yeah. So we don't know. Again, it's all right now
But
speculation.
her athletic, is that who she works
Yeah,
for?
she works for the Athletic. They've suspended her.
They've suspended her doing an internal, which they came out immediately and was like, that you guys don't know the details. And then like a day later, they were like, oh, we're actually going to suspend her and
Yeah.
investigate this.
Which to me said raggy.
And
I
he
guess
was not, there was supposed to be a pre-draft press
yep.
conference.
Which he went to last year.
He's being a coward and he is not going to that because he doesn't want to be asked questions, which here's my thing. You can go in and be like, I'm not answering any of these questions. Don't even ask them. Or if somebody does, just be like, I've made my statement. I'm here for the draft. Be a man. What are we doing?
Day, like, this is not a popular take, but they didn't do anything illegal.
No, you just made a really
Morally,
bad moral choice.
potentially morally wrong if this is what really happened. But I mean, it's the New England Patriots. It's the land of Aaron Hernandez and Stephon Diggs. Like,
Robert,
it's pretty small. It's real small. Yeah, Robert Kraft.
our moral compass.
Somebody was like, "Oh, could you imagine if Robert Kraft called him into the office for that?" And Vrabel's like, "Hey, compared to what you did, bud," and I was like, "Thanks."
I'm good. I just
So
think
yeah,
Vrabel's got kids. Now, Diana Rossini is known for making really crappy comments about her husband and degrading, and she's just, why would
and
you
he
even date her? I don't know, but whatever.
also he has
His family, his kids, they have to
like
see this.
Diana's husband too. Here's the problem with him: you have stayed with her all these years.
Oh yeah, 100% on
Through
you.
all these rumors and all of this. And why, sir? Because I'm sure you got perks from her job. So,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, the
Again,
only one coming out hurting here is Vrabel's family. And here's the
yeah.
thing. They might have been separated, he and his wife, and just never came out. But if that's the case, then when this comes out, wouldn't you say something to like save yourself? Be like,
At the end of the day, too, it's like we just need him to be a better person, be the man we need him to be.
right. You do
Like,
have a team of men that, and I told you this, and I said it's Stephon Diggs. I'm blaming Stephon for the whole thing. You brought that bad moral.
What you do into the whole scene?
You caused everyone to go. Just
Oh man.
you stay away from Drake May.
Oh Lord. Well, they tried those rumors saying he was on Snapchat.
I know. Listen, ridiculous.
He
So
didn't have time to get on
together.
Snapchat. He's too busy filming Ann Michaels' baking
Bro,
videos.
he is enjoying the fruits of her labor. Leave them alone.
Um, Listen, we don't get into politics on this show, but there has been a little college football political news,
Yes.
which I didn't see coming, but okay.
Well, you know,
Um,
we just had that like sports where all these players and coaches got
yeah, like Saquon was there and people, yeah.
yeah, and they were kind of just talking through like college sports and what it's become right now. So I'm guessing this was like what came from that
Yeah.
conversation.
So President Trump has passed an executive order, which, if you're not familiar with the way politics works, an executive order does not have to go through congressional
Right.
votes or anything. So it's just like he says it and it's happening.
Yeah.
So he basically changed the eligibility rules, transfers, and all the costs associated with it.
Yep.
And he's made it a 5-year eligibility window. You
Yes.
get one transfer penalty free,
Yes.
which is kind of like you can pass go
Right.
and collect $200. With one more available once you get your 4-year degree, and NIL payments must be fair market value. Now, this is where that's my problem. Who says what fair market is? Because what we've said a million times on the show, what is an NIL fair market value at the University of Texas is not the same amount at the University of Arkansas, at Mississippi State, any of those schools.
I mean, do you think it'll get to a point where they're like, okay, the SEC for quarterbacks you can only pay this much, and for running backs you can only pay this much, and then the Big Ten for quarterbacks you can only pay this much? Like, but I still don't know that that's fair. But
Still,
also, like, what if schools don't have that money?
I mean, it just, well, I can't get, I just can't. I can't get on this tangent today. But,
No, it's a lot.
it's something. I do like the 5-year eligibility window.
Like something has to happen. So this at least is a step. Obviously, it's not signed into law or anything, so things can change. But I
Yeah.
do think that all of the conferences really appreciated that, like, okay, we at least have like our starting framework of something we can work off of.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
shall see what comes of
See what
it.
happens. Okay, would you like to answer some questions?
Let's do some questions.
We had some spicy ones this week. I didn't know how you felt about it.
We should
Um,
have a few spicy.
but we'll start out easy. This was from Chloe. What is the best TS or Taylor Swift bridge of all time? I feel like we need to check in again with the new album and play. You're right, Chloe. Things change all the time.
Here's the thing, all of her bridges are fantastic, but I just don't think I will get over, because I visually saw it as well, Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. That
Oh, the
bridge,
drum part?
yes, it
Yeah.
just feels so iconic at this moment that I'm like, right now, when you're asking me, that's going to be my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, oh gosh, yeah. This one you could go a million ways. That's a really great
Yes.
epic answer because that, as you know, is my absolute favorite part of the
Yeah.
Eras Tour show. I think for me too, because of the Eras Tour, and it wouldn't have been pre that, the Cruel Summer.
Yes.
I don't want to keep secrets just to keep you.
Yeah.
She looks up, grinning like a devil. Yeah. The whole thing. For me, I think that's always just gonna be such an epic moment because it was such a moment of like euphoria for me in that
Yes.
moment. But yeah, I think it's just so hard to pick. Out of the Woods has a really great bridge.
There were so many.
Getaway Car, like she's really like the queen of bridges. But as I know that Chloe asked because of the new albums, I would not say that Life of Showgirl or Tortured Poets, I would not say there's any songs on those that trump those for me yet. But I've also not seen them performed yet. So that could change the whole
Do you
vibe.
think that that's what changes it? Because when
Yeah.
she did the Smallest Man Who Ever, were you sent by someone in the drums, the rage in all of us that we didn't know
Oh,
was there, it just
and
comes
we really had no reason to have personally.
right.
But yeah.
we're there with her.
Yeah. So, but great question. Whenever we get a new tour, maybe our answer will change. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, this is from Leah. This one's a little bit of a spicier one for
Yeah.
us. I thought I'd just throw it in. Nikki Glazer was recently on Call Her Daddy. expanding on her open relationship approach. This seems different than y'all, but you seem like fans of her. How do you reconcile it all? So let me give the abridged version. Nikki Glazer is a comedian.
Yes.
She has hosted.
The comedian.
She is very spicy. She has hosted
The Tom Brady roast.
and what is the award show that she's done twice now that I'm losing
I
it?
want to say Oscars, but I know that that's not
Emmys. No,
People's Choice.
Golden Globes. Golden Globes. Lord help us all.
We were just gonna make
So, and if you're not familiar with Call Her Daddy, I think that's also an important thing to know. I will say Alex on Call Her Daddy is doing a lot more interviews with people that are not, the whole interview's not based on sex like they used to be.
right.
But that did used to be like very much the theme. And if you're not familiar, Nikki Glazer is in a relationship. She has been they've been together for like
Years.
real long time. And they have an open relationship. Now, I will say though, it's only one way. To my knowledge, I believe what Nikki has always said is that he is allowed to do whatever he would like, but she chooses not to.
And I know at one point, because she had like a reality show and she kind of talks about it a little bit, and he's not super comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't really, that doesn't do anything for him to go and like cheat on her. But
Yeah.
she like, I don't know, it's like turned
It's
on.
weird.
It's odd.
So yeah, she expresses that it is a turn on for her. So your question, Leah, was that seems, yes, I would confirm for you that is different than us.
Yes.
We concur. But how do we reconcile it all? I think for me, what it's kind of like we've said with a lot of things. I really separate like the people and their art from like the people as a human. Like if Nikki Glazer was my friend, I would be like, huh, that's a real good choice. Like I would express my opinions about it. Would it stop my friendship with her? No, probably not. But I would express my opinions.
Yeah.
But I think where the parasocial part comes in for me is I don't know Nikki Glazer.
Yeah.
So I don't know her boyfriend. I couldn't even tell you his name. Don't even know what he looks like.
No.
So I don't really feel like I could comment on it. So as far as how I reconcile it, I don't feel the need to, I guess is my answer.
I think it's one of those things where I appreciate people for their art and what they're able to do, which is oftentimes why with singers or actors and actresses, I'm like, can you just entertain? I don't want to know your personal opinion. Like, we don't
Keep the politics out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
we can appreciate someone for their entertainment value and what they bring. She is very clever and she can think of things that are very funny. And that's impressive to me. So I appreciate it. Now, is some of her stuff raunchy and I don't always love it? Sure. But like, that's fine.
well, and I will say too, I am not a stand-up comedian person. Aaron has this argument with me all the time. I swear to you, he did it at least 3 times on the trip because he loves comics or comedians, well, and comics, but
Yeah.
and I expressed that it's weird. The ones that I do like are very different than me. I love Danae Hayes, wildly different than me. I mean, so like I just think that it's yeah, I don't know. It's like it's entertainment value to me. Her personal life choices are really honestly none of my business. Now she puts it out there, so that's the only reason I was willing to even bring this question up is because she's put it out there.
Often speaks on it.
Yeah, it's
For me personally, I grew up, and I don't want to speak on me even though we grew up somewhere. I grew up Southern Baptist where you're taught to judge people. We're told not to, but behind closed doors, you judge
going
everybody.
to insist that you do right after you tithe.
And I think for me, like as I've grown up, I have learned I don't have to agree with everybody, but I do feel like I need to let people live their lives because
Yeah.
my opinion should not matter to them. Their opinion of me doesn't matter to me. So why should I turn around and, be like, you're
Right. And I think
because it doesn't align with my beliefs.
at the end of the day, like again, we're not talking about something illegal.
Right.
No one's getting hurt.
And we don't know these people. And
Like, yeah, and that's the other thing. I still just need to remind us, can we touch grass every once in a while? Just anyway. All right. Next up we've got from Shell. Miles Teller is a sorry. Okay, Miles Teller is a poser. Prove me wrong with his body of work. I'm gonna let you start.
it's been long time since I've heard someone say poser. Feels very 2004.
I did love it though. That was really what caught my eye in the inbox was just the word poser. I didn't even see the question. I was like, I'm in on whatever this is.
Here's my thing. I'm the wrong audience for this question because literally the only thing I know about this man is that he was in Top Gun Maverick. Did I even see it? No. Do I know his wife? Welcome to the Life of the Asberries.
That's y'all's dinner. Second one.
It's one of those things like, I think he became really relevant because everybody knew his wife because she was hanging out with Taylor. And so then he was there.
Yeah.
And he also had Top Gun coming out. And so he was everywhere. I don't know what she means by poser. Listen, if you're getting picked up for acting gigs, good on you.
Listen, the man's got work constantly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what she
TV. He's been in a lot.
Yeah. Now I don't yeah, I don't know what she meant by poser, but I just appreciated it and the usage.
I
So
do
I went with it.
appreciate that.
Like I said,
Wife. Is his wife a poser? Sure.
okay, so if I was going to define poser, Kelly Taylor, top of the list.
Yeah.
I loved him. I shouldn't be, but I am shocked that you didn't see Maverick. Of course you didn't, though. I thought he was fantastic in it.
Wonderful things.
I have never, at least off the top of my head, now I have watched this movie intermittently on TikTok called Ridge or something like that he's in with Anna Joy, whatever the heck her name is. He's terrible in that. So, yeah, I don't really know. I don't know that I could prove anything to you with his body of work. I mean,
Yeah.
I just thought it was really funny that you said poser, so I went with it.
Listen, we appreciate that so much.
Um,
High school.
yeah. Now this next one is from Gail, and she asked, "What is pop culture without influencers?"
Which, you know what? That's a great question to think on.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at it, pop culture is always going to have influencers. It's just that the influencer changes. Before we had social media where we have what we now refer to as influencer, we still had people that were influencing us. But it was the celebrities, it was the musicians, it was the entertainers.
Good way up there. That's not where I went, but okay, I like
Well,
that.
it's not where I went at first, and so I have to really think on it.
Okay, where'd you go at first, though? I'm curious.
At first, I was like, well, pop culture still exists. We don't need influencers. Influencers are crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Like, think down to it. And I was like, well, no, they're always going to exist. It's just going to be so different than what it is now. Because now with influencers and so much social media, like, everything spreads faster. Everybody gets an opinion. Everybody gets a seat at the table. If you don't have influencers, as we use the term today, then your celebrities and traditional media are going to be what decipher the trends that are going on. You're going to have the trends that are going to be slower because they're having to be done through TV and commercial ads and things like that instead of constantly flipping through TikTok videos. You're going to also have less niche culture. Right now, everybody's kind of got a lane they can go into.
Yeah.
You don't have the typical influencer like we have now. It's going to stay really mainstream and corporate, I think.
Well, that definitely made me think more than I had been. You mentioning the fact that honestly, we've always had influencers. They just had different names. Because my original, like right when I read the question, my first thought was influencers are what's wrong with pop culture.
Yes.
Because I'm so over them. I'm over the Alex Earls and the chicken fries and all of them. I'm over them because to me, they don't have any talent. They don't bring anything to the table.
Right.
I'm sure they're lovely human beings, though it doesn't seem like it. But it is an interesting perspective to think that really pop culture itself is influencing. Like, that's just what it is. So it kind of depends on what you mean. The era of the Alex Earls, and I hate to keep bringing her up, but that era of people, I'm completely over, have been since day one. I'm too old for it. I'm just annoyed with it.
Influencers our age, it's like Joanna Gaines, and even Joanna's over it. Like, we're over it. We don't listen.
Well, and I'm over her. Like, there's only so much shiplap you can have.
I think once you hit a certain age, like 35 and up, you're just kind of like, just let me live my life how I want to live my life.
Yeah, and Gail, I don't know you. I mean, you have gray hair. So do a lot of people. You seem
Same.
older than us. You seem older than us, so I'm sure you're pretty over it too.
Yeah.
And I just think that there should be a difference between like talent that exists in pop culture and just people that are a part of pop culture.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But the
So,
current, yes, I think that her question was probably more geared towards the current term of
oh yeah,
what we
they're
used to be
terrible.
influencers, and we're over it. We're over.
Completely. We were never on it. I can't remember one influencer we have really liked.
I mean, we liked Alex Cooper for a while because she was really good at interviewing, and then she got creepy with it.
Yeah, then she got real rich, and that's what money will do to you. That's why we stay poor.
That's right. This is a choice, folks.
Yeah, we're choosing this lifestyle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You
God.
ready for some Y factor?
Let's do some Y factor.
All right, let me get my notes. All right, what are you not liking this week?
So I have two things that I'm not liking this. No, one thing, but it encompasses a couple of examples.
Okay.
People who can't just be chill. Okay. And this
Okay.
includes, why are we leaking wedding dates? Chill out.
Oh,
We
yeah.
don't need to do that. If you know,
And so I should comment too. Yes, we have gotten several questions about the latest leaking of wedding dates. We will not be discussing them.
No.
Thanks for asking.
You guys need to chill out. It doesn't matter.
We'll talk about it when they put it out
Right.
themselves.
When they show pictures, we're going to be pumped.
Yep.
Other people, this really hit me watching the Masters. When the guys are walking to and from the clubhouse and there's people lined up on the ropes and they're all like screaming their name and like reaching their hand out just to get like, and it's grown men and women trying to
Yeah.
get a high five and stuff. You guys look insane.
Like what? Like what does high five do for you?
Right? He doesn't know that he just high fived you. He just knows that he put his hand out and people were hitting it. Also,
Are you gonna wash your hands? Like I'm
right.
worried then that you're not.
Even if Mandy came to me and she's at the Masters and she's like, oh my gosh, I just slapped hands with Rory. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a weird vibe.
And then also when the golfers.
And I wouldn't do that just so Cliff knows.
No, Mandy would not because she knows.
Totally chill when I see famous people. Totally chill.
When the golfers hit their ball into the rough and all of these grown adults run to try and be as close as they can.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Chill out, people.
And it's the elderly overweight ones that get me.
Right?
With their shorts real high. And I'm like, what are we doing? You're going to break a hip.
Right. Just stay in your seat. He's going to hit it back into the fairway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just, people that can't be chill, I don't appreciate you this week.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Loving.
Well, honestly.
That's gratuity on a cruise ship.
Yeah. Really, honestly, I'm kind of in a negative space this week, and so I could probably give you about 48 things I'm not liking this week.
Which one would you like to share?
Gratuity on the ship I am real high on right now, though. No, what I am not liking this week is adults who will not adult.
Ugh, yes.
Like, here's the thing. Do I wish I was still in college and could just, like,
Had no responsibility.
no bills, do whatever I want, 24/7, not have to work? Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. But I'm not, and neither are most of you. Pretty much I can tell you looking at our demographics, none of you are in college. And I just really
The 21-year-olds.
no, I mean, I think the lowest I've seen us have is like 26. So I just need people to adult because here's the thing, when you choose not to adult, I have to over adult.
Listen, and we're not here for it. We adults.
I can barely adult as it is.
I know.
My own quantity I need to give, and now I have to double it because you can't.
Yeah. It's a lot.
I'm real over it. And I get irrationally annoyed with people I barely even know when I see them not adulting. And I hear about their lives when they're just like chilling all the time. I'm like, huh.
People who
I
take
hate you.
because they're stressed about work.
Yeah, or you like just sit around and like you don't have a job. I hate you. That's how I irrationally feel. And so you're also then adding anger to my life, which is taking away from. So it's really
Problem.
yeah. I need y'all to get it together.
Yes.
Yeah. So what are you liking this week?
So what I'm liking this week, obviously this weekend we had the Masters, but the weekend before I didn't really have much. So I had to get caught up on some documentaries, which there's some more that are coming out that I cannot wait to watch, but I'm sure I'll talk about those next week.
Yeah.
So I did get to watch some documentaries while we were on our week-long break. I watched Breaking Glass, the Pat Summitt story. So freaking good.
I haven't gotten to do it yet because I didn't want to cry, and I just know I'm going to.
Listen, you will. Also
Yep.
learned Gino didn't even like Pat Summitt. So if you didn't like Pat Summitt, then
Yeah, like
you're the problem.
that was actually when my hatred for Gino began.
Yeah. So
So,
that one was so good. It's on Disney Plus and Hulu. I
hmm
also watched on Amazon the Rory McIlroy, the Masters Weight. It was really good. Now, apparently, Netflix also has one on him. I have not seen that one yet, so I'll be interested to see like the two differences there.
yeah.
Um,
You get into the personal life stuff.
no, it didn't. Also, when
Figured.
we were talking about the Masters earlier, did we even say that Rory won? I feel like we
Yeah,
just talked about like,
congratulations on 2 green jackets in a row. And could Scotty Scheffler have not gotten any closer to a playoff?
God, that
That
would have been so
was,
good.
oh my gosh.
So
I
good.
bet he's still like, how?
Right?
How?
Yeah. And
No,
then
we
my
did.
third documentary that I watched on Amazon was Melania. Listen,
Oh,
you can not agree with Donald Trump,
okay.
and that's totally fine. I still think that this was very interesting because it gave you a behind the scenes look leading up to the inauguration. And so
Huh.
it was interesting to see like what the first lady kind of does and like who she's meeting with and who she's talking to and all of the things that she has to do
Yeah.
that you just don't realize like she is a businesswoman through and through. She was very impressive. But then there was also like moments where they were kind of talking about the inauguration and it was her and Donald sitting there with security and she was asking about like are we going to be getting out and walking at any point? And she said, "We're not going to speak on that right now because there are cameras here, but you know my thoughts on this." And I was like,
Oh,
"Damn. Okay."
he's always struck me as someone you don't want to mess with.
Yeah. But just the way that her and Donald talk to each other and her and Baron, they all just have these very mature business-like conversations that you're like, you guys are just not a typical. There is clearly a lot of love and respect there. It's just very interesting to see that family dynamic and how they all kind of interact. So
Are
again,
the older Trump kids in it?
they're kind of in the background, but they don't talk in any of
Okay.
it. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I haven't
So,
seen that one.
but yeah, it was really interesting and it was a quick watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm loving. What are you loving?
So I watched the documentary, the Chloe and Lamar documentary on the
It's on your
plane.
list.
It's good. You know, we love Chloe. And speaking of mature, like it's
Oh,
just
she's a
the
class act.
the things that she has faced, I'm just like, wow. And the way she handled this conversation or whatever was just, I mean, I couldn't do it. Well, and he even says to her at one point, he goes, because they're like right when it starts, he talks about like they both are like, oh, this is real awkward. But he's like very overwhelmed with how awkward it is. And he says something like, I kind of wish you would have just come in here and put your tongue down my throat. And I was like, mother trucker, you don't even deserve to be in a room with Khloe Kardashian after all.
Clip where an interviewer said something like, Chloe was the one that had you the whole time. Like, she took care of you. And he was like, well, she did, but really God had me. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, so back in the day, I loved them together.
Yes.
Loved me some Lamb Lamb. Loved him. He is complete trash, and it has nothing to do with his addictions.
No.
That is an
And as a
illness.
person.
That is yeah. Like he is just not a good human.
Yep.
And I feel like he deceived me for a lot of years.
I know,
So
and I don't love that for us.
no,
I
that
don't
was
like
very
it.
rude of him. But I just loved the way she handled everything. And also, she is just stunning. Like, I don't, and people are like, oh, she's had so much work done. Who cares?
She
Let
got
her live her life.
Listen,
She's stunning.
how many people have gotten work done and look horrendous? She looks
She,
stick.
$1 million.
Yeah.
She better not mess it up. Don't get a bad surgeon.
No.
But yeah, it's actually really good. I mean, it's definitely, you get to see a little behind the scenes of like how she felt. And like, the thing is about the Kardashians, they are such a weird thing for me because obviously all the stuff with Taylor and the snake stuff, all that, like I hate that part of it. But honestly, they do a lot of things really well and very, very mature. Honestly, Kylie, as young as she is, very mature decisions. Like,
I've seen a lot of stupid things they've done, and she's like, let me.
yeah, but I just, I'm always surprised that I think to myself, like, it had to have been Robert Kardashian's influence
Too.
before he passed, because I just can't see that Kris Jenner got these children to where they are.
I do think she had some really good business acumen, but it
Yeah,
has
but
been.
not their like common sense and morality kind of thing. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's like for Chloe, like she even kind of points out, like it was never a thought in her mind when that happened to him. She didn't care where he had been or what had happened or anything. She was immediately there and handled everything.
Yep.
And so I'm like, I just want to be more like her, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Yep.
I could look like that, I'd be real in.
Right, I'm
So,
done.
yes, that's what I'm liking. It's not cruise ships, I can tell you that.
Nope.
Nope, nope. Well, I would like to apologize. This show has been on and off, and there's been chicken nuggets and things amuck. But
We just keep it very honest.
we're glad that you're here. Hopefully next week will be a little calmer for me. I can't promise anything,
Who knows? Who knows?
but we'll be back next week. Thanks for listening, y'all.
Bye, y'all.